What's up, Crate Nation? My name is Chris Kelly. This is Production Crate, and today I want to try something a little bit different. What I want to do is take a toy and bring it to life. It's a very original idea that no animated movie has ever done. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, there's been a couple, but the way I'm gonna do that is by taking this toy that I found here. This is Leo of the Ninja Turtles, and the reason I picked him is because he can do the T-pose. Did you ever see the live action one?
Yeah, the old one.
Yeah, it was legit. That movie is great. So the idea is I want to take Leo and I want to photo scan him with photogrammetry, and then I want to rig him, and then I want to make a life-size moving version of him and composite him into a real scene. I think it's gonna work. It's a lot of steps and I want to get this done by Saturday, so wish me luck. I just finished shooting Leo in his T-pose, and now I'm gonna flip him on his back.
Chris, how could you?
He's never getting up again. So this is because we can't see the top of his head or the bottoms of his feet in the other photos. I want those in the photos. I want to tell the photogrammetry software, hey look, this is one complete mesh with a top and a bottom, stitch it all together for me. So I'm gonna flip him on his back and shoot one more set of him going all the way around 360, and then I'm gonna take all those photos and plug them in together into a photogrammetry software. I like to use reality capture. Meshroom is a great free alternative. I'm gonna do that right now, and then let's go. Creators, it worked! I took all the photos that we took yesterday on the turntable and I plugged them into reality capture. Reality capture then spat out a 3D mesh that had the diffuse texture already mapped onto it. The mesh came out looking pretty good overall. All the geometry is there, but it is a little janky. It kind of looks like somebody took the Ninja Turtles toy and fed it to their dog. Then I took that mesh into ZBrush and I just cleaned it up really, really fast, and then I made it low poly. Then I went back into reality capture and I reprojected the original diffuse map directly onto that new cleaned up low poly mesh. Then I took that and I just threw it into Mixamo. Mixamo rigged it insanely well and spat it out, and we have something that kind of works. So now that I know this is gonna work, I'm gonna go through all those steps a little bit slower and make sure I get the detailing right. If you wanna know more about this, make sure to check out Mike Smith's pro course. He dives into ZBrush and he really breaks down how to take a mesh that was photo scanned and turn it into something extremely usable. We also have this free breakdown on YouTube, and if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out because it really covers all the basics that you're gonna want. So what I'm gonna do now is dive into ZBrush. I'm gonna separate the arms, I'm gonna separate the leg, I'm gonna separate the body and the head, and I'm gonna individually clean those elements up. That way I have a very good clean mesh to work with. I'm really happy that this is working out so well. I honestly was not expecting it to work out at all. So I'm gonna clean it up and let's see how far we can get before Saturday. I got stuck on some of the modeling questions. I don't really know the best way to approach that, so obviously I went to the man himself, Mike Smith. Mike, do you have any idea what we're actually doing?
I know it involves that thing.
I want to be able to model these in like a lot of detail, the arm and the leg, and then just mirror them over.
You have him in ZBrush, and he's one Z tool, right? So I would make a copy of it for each limb that you want and cut away everything on each of those limbs. Once you get the arm perfect, you can just mirror that subtool. When you project the detail from the scan, you can project it from the really messy scan UVs onto whatever UVs you want. So you can create a Dynamesh model, sculpt it all you want. You can do retopology on that. So you can set a morph target, project the detail from your scan onto whatever you created, whether it's Dynamesh or retopo, anything like that. It'll bring the color with it and bake it onto your good UVs.
After that, I can unfold his hand so it's like open palm, and it'll still retain the UVs without getting screwed up.
You might have to go relax your UVs because when you change the shape of something, and the UVs won't necessarily match anymore. Luckily, he has a really simple texture. It's just solid green paint over it.
Pretty cool project. I can't wait to see it done.
I will watch this video again afterwards.
I was gonna say,
remember
I should have recorded it.
Yeah, right.
My Instagram is Mike_Smithstagram.
Mike Smithstagram.
Mike Smithstagram, yeah.
It's Friday, creators, which means I have to get this render done now. One of the things I'm gonna do is rewatch all the stuff that Mike taught me. If you want to watch that video yourself, the entire unedited screen cap with the audio is going to be available down below. It's not perfect, but I got things pretty far. Check it out. So one of the things I realized is that my turtle is actually not just one continuous sinewy mess. He's got a shell, which is a rigid body. What I ended up doing is just popping off his shell, and I mushed his back so he's kind of like this warped, nasty looking turtle. And then I reattached his shell as a rigid body to his spine, so when he moves around, the shell just kind of sticks. Obviously, it's not polished up, but overall, it worked pretty well, which is cool because I had no idea if this was gonna work at all. I had to learn so many new things along the way just to get it to this point, but I did accomplish what I set out to do, and I am walking away with more knowledge and more skill sets because of that. I encourage you to try the same thing. Try things you have no idea if they're gonna work or not, and give yourself a time limit. Set deadlines for yourself. In the end, you're gonna be better off, I guarantee it. That does it for me. Hope you enjoyed, and remember to make it awesome.
Not another one.